Difficult conversations, whether at work, in relationships, or with family, are an unavoidable part of life. They can be stressful, emotional, and even overwhelming. But what if you could handle them with confidence, clarity, and composure? The ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers timeless strategies to help you navigate these tough moments without losing your cool. And stick around, because at the end of this video, I'll reveal one simple Stoic technique that can instantly change how you approach conflict. Let's dive in. We've all been there, heart pounding, mind racing, dreading an inevitable confrontation. Whether it's giving tough feedback, standing up for yourself, or addressing a sensitive issue, difficult conversations trigger stress, frustration, and sometimes even fear. Many of us try to avoid them altogether, but that often leads to resentment, miscommunication, or bigger problems down the road. Avoidance and emotional outbursts are both extremes that undermine our ability to handle these moments effectively. But Stoicism teaches us another way, one rooted in control, resilience, and wisdom. As Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." And that's where Stoic principles come in. When you allow emotions to dictate your approach, the conversation often spirals into misunderstanding and conflict. The key is to recognize that your feelings are not facts. Instead, they are temporary reactions that need to be managed before engaging in any serious discussion. Take a moment to acknowledge your emotions before stepping into the conversation. This simple act of awareness can make all the difference. Another common challenge is feeling the need to win the conversation. The truth is, difficult conversations should not be seen as battles, but as opportunities for mutual understanding and growth. If your goal is simply to dominate, you'll likely miss out on meaningful solutions and damage relationships in the process. A Stoic approach urges us to prioritize wisdom over ego. At its core, Stoicism is about mastering your inner world, focusing only on what's within your control, and responding to challenges with wisdom instead of emotion. Here are 3 key Stoic principles that can transform how you handle difficult conversations. Acceptance of reality. Instead of resisting uncomfortable discussions, recognize that they are a natural part of life. Seneca reminds us, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Avoiding them only makes things worse. Control what you can." You can't control how others react, but you can control your tone, words, and mindset. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Virtue over emotion. In Stoicism, the highest goal is to act with wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. This means prioritizing rational, thoughtful responses over emotional impulses. By adopting these principles, you create a mindset that allows you to approach difficult conversations with a sense of calm and purpose. Building resilience through Stoicism doesn't happen overnight. It requires practice. One useful exercise is premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils. This involves anticipating the potential difficulties and emotional challenges of a conversation before it happens. By mentally preparing yourself for different outcomes, you reduce the risk of being caught off guard by negative reactions or unexpected remarks. Another useful practice is journaling after a tough conversation. Reflecting on what went well and what could be improved helps reinforce Stoic discipline and emotional mastery over time. One of the biggest obstacles in tough conversations is our own perception. When emotions run high, we tend to assume the worst about the other person's intentions. Take criticism personally. Focus on winning the argument rather than finding a resolution. A key Stoic practice is cognitive distancing, stepping back and analyzing the situation objectively. Instead of seeing a conversation as an attack, reframe it as an opportunity to understand, learn, and grow. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Recognizing that the other person has their own viewpoint, experiences, and fears helps you shift from defensive reactions to productive dialogue. And speaking of productive dialogue, if you're enjoying this breakdown of Stoic strategies, keep watching. Next, we're going to explore practical communication techniques that will make your next difficult conversation far more effective. Now that we've established the right mindset, let's talk about practical techniques to navigate tough conversations effectively. Active listening. The best way to diffuse tension is to truly listen. That means paying full attention, asking clarifying questions, summarizing what the other person said before responding. When people feel heard, they are more likely to listen in return. Speak with clarity and respect. Instead of blaming or accusing, express your thoughts using I statements. For example, instead of "you never listen to me," try "I feel unheard when I don't get a chance to share my perspective." Seek common ground. Instead of trying to win the conversation, focus on shared goals. Ask yourself, what outcome would benefit both of us? This shifts the dynamic from conflict to collaboration. Developing patience in communication is crucial. When conversations become heated, take a pause before responding. This allows you to choose your words carefully rather than reacting impulsively. A brief moment of silence can be powerful. It signals self-control and confidence. Another helpful technique is to practice detachment from the outcome. You can't always get the result you desire, but you can ensure that you acted with integrity and wisdom. If you found these Stoic strategies helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos on applying ancient wisdom to modern challenges. And let me know in the comments, what's the most challenging conversation you've ever had to navigate? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.